motions to the formation. Armstrong takes, spins to Newby, running left, and he's taken down by Ryan Conley.
Stepping into the starting lineup against Nebraska, Ryan Connolly stepped up with a career-high 11 tackles, including 2 tackles for a loss, and that earned him co-Big Ten Defensive Player of the Week honors. Welcome to the Press Pass. There's a lot of chatter in the college football world this week as the first college football playoff rankings are unveiled. The chatter inside the Badger locker room won't be about that. It'll be about bringing the energy to Northwestern after the quote-unquote tough part of the schedule is over.
I don't know if I've ever been around a football season where November was an easy month. You can't pick and choose. If you're going to choose to, and I thought this is the right thing, I still believe it's the right thing for our team. If you're going to, you got to try to ignore all the outside noise because none of it matters. And we know that this is a tough stretch.
The Badgers haven't won at Northwestern since 1999. The game kicks off on Saturday at 11 a.m. After taking down 18th-ranked St. Lawrence and Clarkson this past weekend, the men's hockey team is off to its best start since the 07-08 season at 4-2. In the first month of the season, the Badgers tallied 26 goals. They rank 4th in the nation, averaging 4.3 goals per game, and they scored 10 in the 2 games this past weekend.
We stuck together and battled through what I thought was our most consistent periods of hockey or stretches of hockey early in the season, and you know, we got to feel pretty good about ourselves on how the weekend went, with the same thing in mind that we've said every time we've been here, is we're just trying to get better.
This weekend, UW starts a 4-game homestand with a series against Northern Michigan, and stick around right after the game on Saturday as the USA sled hockey team and head coach Jeff Sauer will play an exhibition game. The women's hockey team returns home for the first time in almost a month. With 2 shutouts this weekend, goalie Ann-Renee Dabian would set the NCAA record for most career shutouts. The Badgers will be without Annie Pankowski, who's playing for Team USA, but UW still has the line of Sarah Nurse, Sydney McKibben, and Presley Norby, which has been firing on all cylinders.
Certainly, as Sid and Sarah have gotten used to Presley, you know, I think they like her speed. They like the way she competes. She's very aggressive on the puck and puts a lot of pressure on the defensemen and certainly the forwards in the neutral zone. And she's not afraid to go get it. And I think Sid and Sarah have fed off that.
Tickets are still available for the games this weekend. The puck drops at 2 p.m. on Saturday and 1 on Sunday. It was quite the weekend for the volleyball team, taking down Penn State for the first time since 2011. Lauren Carlini became the 3rd Badger to record 5,000 assists. Haley Nelson reached the 1,000 kill milestone, and Lauren Gillis got back to being herself after an early season injury, as she had 21 kills against Penn State and 16 against Rutgers.
She's playing like that. There's not too many people around that are playing better than her, so it's you know, I know she was frustrated early on coming back from injury, but sports is a lot more difficult than just saying, hey, you're going to be out for a month and pick up right where you left off. I mean, it's too difficult to do that, and so, you know, her patience was a little bit thin there for a little bit, but I think she's starting to get her mojo back.
The Badgers are at Ohio State Wednesday and back home to face Purdue on Saturday. The men's soccer team wrapped up the regular season with a win against Ohio State. Now the 2 teams will meet again Sunday in the quarterfinals of the Big Ten tournament. The Badgers earned the number 3 seed and will host the game at the McClyman Complex, where they did not lose this season.
When you look at the NCAA tournament ramifications, we're right there. We're a bubble team right now. We need to continue to win. It's 1 game at a time. It's the Big Ten tournament, which I know the guys have goals for themselves in relation to that. And then as important is, can you get to the real dance, which is the NCAA tournament? There's only 48 teams on the men's side, so it's very tight.
The Badgers are 7-1-2 in their last 10 games. The Jonathan Sippis area is about to get underway as the women's basketball team opens up play with an exhibition game against Winona State. There are a lot of new faces for UW this season as the Badgers have 8 newcomers on the team.
Our team is ready to play somebody who isn't wearing a red and white reversible. I think as a coach, I want 2 more weeks of practice. So we're probably somewhere in the middle of that. So I think our group's excited.
The Badgers exhibition game tips off at 4 p.m. on Sunday. That's the Press Pass for UWBadgers.com. I'm Brandon Spiegel.